Today on Engineering Newswire, we're 3D printing bump keys to pick locks, taking electrical prescriptions, and spraying smart skin onto airplanes.
A new DARPA program aims to explore neuromodulation of organ functions to help the human body heal itself by monitoring and targeting the regulation of signals in the peripheral nervous system. Sounds kind of like Wolverine. Has nothing to do with this, but I mean, it's healing himself, and he's just badass, and he has knives in his hands.
We could do that.
Our peripheral nervous system is responsible for regulating biological responses to infection, injury, or other imbalances in our internal organs. Pain, inflammation, or immune dysfunction can occur when this regulatory process goes awry. To help manage difficult to treat conditions more effectively, DARPA's electrical prescriptions, or Electrix, aim to develop new, high-precision, minimally invasive technologies for modulating nerve circuits to restore and maintain health. According to DARPA Program Manager Doug Weber, the technology DARPA plans to develop through the Electrix program could fundamentally change the manner in which doctors diagnose, monitor, and treat injury and illness. Instead of relying only on medication, we envision a closed-loop system that would work in concept like a tiny intelligent pacemaker. It would continually assess conditions and provide stimulus patterns tailored to help maintain healthy organ function, helping patients get healthy and stay healthy using their body's own systems. Some examples that Electrix could be useful for include recently identified circuits involved in regulating immune system function, providing new hope for treating a range of inflammatory diseases, including rheumatoid arthritis, systematic inflammatory response syndrome, and inflammatory bowel disease. Electrix is also expected to improve peripheral nerve stimulation treatments for brain and mental health disorders such as epilepsy, traumatic brain injury, post-traumatic stress disorder, and depression.
Engineers at BAE Systems are currently investigating a new smart skin concept that could be used on aircrafts, cars, and even ships. What makes this skin smart is tens of thousands of microsensors or motes that can be as small as a dust particle. The motes have their own power source, and software counterpart enables them to communicate in the same way that human skin does with the brain. And just as human skin can feel when something is wrong, is there something wrong? The new smart skin would enable aircrafts to continually monitor their status, detecting and reporting problems before they become significant. You know, preferably before you've already boarded the plane. The new technology would also reduce the need for regular checkups on the crafts, increasing both efficiency and safety. The smart skin also isn't relegated to future aircrafts, as the sensors are so small that they can be sprayed on like paint, giving existing vehicles the opportunity to get smart. In the future, BAE believes that the new technology will allow for more robust defense platforms capable of more complex missions, all with fewer routine maintenance checks. The company is also exploring wider civilian applications for the concept, which is part of a new range of systems being developed to propel next-generation technology for air platforms.
Since 3D printing hit the mainstream, there's been a lot of concern over the capabilities of this technology, especially when it comes to things like guns. Well, a couple of engineering entrepreneurs, yeah, we'll call them that, a couple of entrepreneurs have started using 3D printed bump keys and custom developed software called Photobump to pick locks. Basically, they take a picture of a keyhole and use their software to print a bump key, which resembles a normal key that can open an endless number of locks with a fine-tuned tapping technique. The bump key technique isn't new, but it has often been a challenge to create the bump keys, especially with high security locks. Now with 3D printing, these keys can be developed with a quick photo and a cheap 3D printer. While Photobump's creators Joss Wires and Christian Holler are both engineers and skilled lockpickers, it can't be denied that 3D printing is changing the way we look at security, even for novice users.
Do you have story ideas? Comment below and we'll cover them in an upcoming episode. For the PD&D channel, I'm Melissa Fossbender, and this has been your Engineering Newswire.